And speaking of the future and maybe the next record, what are you working on currently?
Well, I have that. I just talked to him yesterday. We're working on, I'm not sure if it's going to be Clouds 2, but it's going to be a continuation, somehow. Probably have my homie Teebs do the art again, It's dope. I'm kind of sad that I get to miss, he plays tomorrow. Jeremiah, Machine Drum, they're all homies. But I'm actually working on for Chris from Free the Robots. We're doing a split on All City too.
Okay.
I have an EP coming out with Dai from Circulations, and he's a great guy. It's his artists on his label are all influential as well. What else? I have a Blue from LA.
Yeah.
It's a joint. I have a joint on his new Warner Brothers album, so that should be dope as well.
I know that you played the Boiler Room in London.
Yeah.
And I guess it's your first time to Europe.
Yeah.
This time. Hopefully many to come.
Oh yes, for sure.
I mean, if you've been to the Boiler Room and I guess you're familiar with the London scene and the London music scene out there. So I'd like to know how you perceive the whole hype about the dubstep movement.
Dubstep in particular.
Yeah, dubstep. Talking about dubstep, talking about James Blake, Mount Kimby, all those cats. Pariah, RNS.
Oh yeah.
Pariah's playing tomorrow.
That's dope, man. That's sick. I like the sound, man. It's it's real clean and rich, and it has soul to it. Regardless of if there's no samples, it still has the soul feel to it, and I appreciate it. I take all of it in, and it's all it's all an influence to me. So, I like it. London's it's all love here. It's everything's great. Everybody, all the sounds just mesh together. It's great.
What would you say is a main or one of the differences for you between the European scene and the US scene? On the one hand, fan-wise, but on the other hand, also from labels and stuff. You're a US artist,
right? Yeah.
And you're on a European label.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, this. In the States, pretty much for my steez of production, it's mostly all West Coast. There's not that many indie labels that put out beat stuff on the East Coast. So if you're not in LA or at least close to it, I'm all the way on the other side. It's really hard, but you got to try to get yourself out there. It's definitely a lot. I'd say definitely a lot more love, comes from over here than I get from over there, for sure.
So there's. I mean, I'm always wondering, since the U.S. is such a big advertisement machinery and everything, and everything that's mainstream is big, and a lot of the small projects and the projects where there's a lot of love put into, they kind of diminish in this massive media out there.
Yeah, it's rough. It's all about one thing, They take really do one thing at a time out there. It's not really I can't really describe it. It's a crazy place to be, Just trying to put out instrumental music, beats, hip hop beats, nobody really does that.
Yeah.
Come to think about it, it's I'm grateful for the place that I'm in, Can't complain.
And do you still live in Philadelphia now?
I'm actually living in Jersey now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's where I grew up, and I went to school in Jersey, and it's pretty much all my family's out there, so that's where I'm at now.
I was talking to Daedalus the other day, and he said that LA in particular is a great place for artists who are good in their art that they're doing. But another asset that shines in LA is if you have personality.
Yeah.
You know, you can do good in your art form, but if you're a great person, you're more likely to succeed out in LA.
Yeah, this is definitely true. He's I mean, coming from Daedalus, like, I've played Low in Theory with Daedalus, and he's a great guy. You know, it's him all the time. Like, he's never, you know, never too good to not talk to anyone, you know, not to share, you know, give you some knowledge, you know, and just, you know, I don't even know right now. It's been crazy. I've just been, I haven't got that much sleep, so I'm like, yeah, it's all good though.
Okay, so the thing, like, another important thing is when is going to be the next time when you're going to be in Europe? Because, you know, like, a lot of people will be listening to this show, and it's probably going to be delayed by a couple of weeks. And by the time they'll be hearing this interview, you're not going to be around at that time.
I'm actually trying to be back, I'm going to say September, you know, and it's going to be probably like, you know, full-fledged, maybe not a tour sort of thing, but I'm just going to come, you know, and pick up as much as I can, you know. It'll be dope. But yeah, I definitely got to get back. Like, I love this. It's mind-blowing, this side of the world, you know. It's really a lot to take in, but it's awesome.
So if the people want to catch up with you and your next release, which is hopefully going to come very soon,
right?
What time frame should they be looking at?
What are we in March?
Yeah, we're in March now. Yeah.
Maybe like September. Maybe actually June, July. Actually, I'm thinking about putting that the Circulations joint out, and then just gonna try to, you know, get this track list right for the next All City album, and get that mastered, and it should be out soon. Cause I'm very eager to get all this music off my hard drive. Like, it can't just sit there, you know. Gotta get it out.
So if people want to catch up with you, do you have like something like an online outlet?
Oh yeah, I'm on Twitter, /Knxwledge with Nx. What am I on Facebook? I made one of those artist pages not that long ago. That's pretty cool. /Knxwledge there too. What else? MySpace is dead though.
Yeah, man. Totally.
I actually like it was hard, but I tried to cancel mine the other day.
Well, it kind of started your career.
Yeah,
somehow.
no, like, I don't know why. It's out of nowhere, but it's kind of a sign though, because when I canceled it, well, I attempted to cancel it, but it's still there. So
it will stay forever.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. They won't let me. I don't think they'll let me cancel it. Yeah. So I'm just gonna leave it. I mean, I guess. I mean, that's where it started for real. So I can't just, you know. It's symbolic.
You gotta pay some tribute to, you know, the system that kind of peeped the people about you.
The upgrades. I wish there was a button where you could just go back to the original MySpace. Like, be so much cooler.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for taking the time once again.
Right, for sure.
It was a pleasure talking to you.
Oh, always.
And that was Knxwledge in the interview, and we're out. Peace.
Peace.